Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sunny Savita, and I'm back with another exciting and important video. Guys, I started with this end-to-end LangGraph course, and I already published 6 video related to this course. Guys, this is the seventh video, and now from this video onwards, we are going to start the coding using the LangGraph module. Yes. So in the previous video, I explained you the theoretical concept. I explained you the meaning of the LangGraph. If you have seen my video, then definitely you must be knowing about the LangGraph, that what is a LangGraph, why we should use it. And now in this particular video, we'll understand that how we can create how we can create a graph using the LangGraph module, and we'll try to create a different type of pattern and all, and everything we'll see inside this particular video, whatever is required in terms of basics and all. So first of all, let me introduce the syllabus. So here is the complete syllabus, guys. I already completed this first slide, and then this is the second slide, and I completed till this point why line graph is required. Now we are going to create a line graph from scratch, and then guys, we'll look into the different concept of the line graph, which will be included over here itself. And then after this one, I will come to the advanced part of the LangGraph, like chatbot creation. We'll look into the agentic pattern, different agentic pattern, multi-agent system. We'll see different kind of RAG. Okay, using the LangGraph a C-RAG, A-RAG, and self-RAG. C-RAG means corrective RAG. A-RAG means agentic RAG. And then we'll look into some project as well. So guys, this is the complete syllabus, and I hope so you know about this particular syllabus. And now let me show you one more thing. So here guys, my YouTube channel, I already published 6 video. If you will go and check with the video section, so please go and check out with the video section. See, this is the videos, and I created a separate playlist also. So here is a playlist of the LangGraph. Now guys, if you haven't subscribed so far, so please go and subscribe. If you're liking the video, then please like the video. Okay, please hit the like button. Please write your thoughts, get into the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now I started one more service. So if you will go and check with the YouTube description, my YouTube channel description, you will find out this top mate. So if you want to connect with me one to one, you can connect with me one to one through this top mate. So if you want to do the quick chat, career guidance, resume discussion, interview preparation, mock interview, for everything I'm available. So whatever doubts you have related to your career and all, everything guys, everything I will try to solve. And you just need to book the slot, and I will be available for you. Now, so yes, I discuss I think most of the thing. Now let me talk about one more thing. So guys, this is my GitHub repository, and I'm updating every sort of a material over here. So see, this is the older repository, this one related to the other videos. Okay, and here I created a new repository for the LangGraph course. So I created two repository. In the first repository, I already given you complete content. Okay, if you want to take a complete content from here, you can take. And this is the repository which I'm syncing up with the live with this videos itself. Okay, so whatever I'm teaching inside the video, I'm uploading over here inside this particular repository. So both repository you can keep it with you. Here basically you will find out some dynamic code and all. Okay, whatever I'm writing inside the class. Okay, whatever I'm writing inside the video itself. I hope now every doubt is clear. So let's start with the coding part. So first of all, guys, what you have to do, you have to open your VS Code. So this is my VS Code, and inside this particular file, I'll be writing the code related to this line graph. Now, before coming to this coding part, let me explain you some fundamental related to this line graph. So guys, these are the pattern which we are going to implement inside this particular video. So let me explain you this particular pattern one by one, and then I will come to the coding. So here what I can do, I can switch off the camera so that you can get a complete access of the screen. So this is the first graph which we are going to create. Okay, here we are going to connect two simple function using the line graph. Then guys, I'll be using the LLM. Okay, and I'll be using one function. That function is going to be upper string. And after this one, means after this basic session, I'll be using this function as a tool, not from this particular session, from the next session onwards. Okay, then guys, here I'm going to create a same thing. I'm going to create a same kind of graph. So I'll be like connecting a function over here as well inside my LLM. Okay, along with my LLM. So this is the basic level. This is the basic level graph which we are going to create from scratch. So I can write over here. This is the level one. Okay. So level one. This is the level two, guys. This one, level two, and I can keep this one as also on the same level. It will be on also as level two. Now, guys, this is going to be a level three because here I am going to connect my rag. So this thing I will explain in the next video. Okay, I will be creating a two part of this particular video so that it won't be too much long and easily you can understand the concept. And here, guys, this is the little complex graph. So this is the level 4. And here, guys, this particular graph also I will be creating inside the next video. So yeah, I hope everything is clear, everything is fine so far. Now, inside this particular graphs, you can see we are going to connect different component. So this component basically this one, this function one, okay, function two. Okay, this is what, this is my function. Now this LLM is nothing, it is my function. Upper string is nothing, it's my function, which I am going to connect with the edges. Okay, this LLM is nothing, it's my function. This is also my function. Okay, this all the thing is my function. Now here this is what, this is my edges. Now this edges, guys, this edges is called the normal edges. Okay, and this particular edges is called the conditional edges. So everything we are going to understand with respect to the line graph, and then after understanding this particular thing, this particular stuff, from next to next video onwards, I'm going to start with the advanced section of the LangGraph. I hope this idea is clear. So let's begin with the coding part. So first of all, let me do one thing. Let me create couple of functions. Okay. So just a second. I hope it is visible. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep some functions over here. Now this is my first function, guys, first and second function. Now inside this first function, what I'm doing, I'm just taking an input and I'm going to concatenating with a concatenating it with a string. Okay. Now this is my second function. Now here also what we are doing, see, we are taking an input and we are going to concatenating with the string. Okay. Now guys, this input 2 basically it is coming from this particular function. How? I will show you that. Now here, guys, what I'm doing. So first of all, I'll be creating a function. Now after this one, I will create my graph. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to import a graph. Now let me explain you one very important thing with respect to this particular class, with respect to this LangGraph. Okay, so if you will check with the LangGraph, so just go ahead with the Google. Okay, type over the Google LangGraph GitHub. So guys, this LangGraph also is a open source project, and you can find out the complete source code over the Google itself. So you just need to write here LangGraph GitHub. You will get that particular GitHub. Okay, and just go inside this library. Inside the library here, you need to go through with this line graph, and here is the line graph. Click on this line graph again. Now inside the line graph, guys, you will find out the graph. Okay, this particular graph. So here you will find out two type of graph. First is the normal graph and the second is the state graph. Okay, so this both type of graph we are going to understand, normal graph and the state graph, and I will be explaining you this particular graph, this both graph, normal graph and state graph. But first I will start with this normal graph and then I will come to the state graph. Okay, let me show you the class. So here is graph.py, and now here, guys, what we have. So we have this graph, okay, class graph. So you can see the complete implementation. They have already written the code. We just need to use this particular class. Okay, I already imported in my code, as you can see over here inside this VS code. Now, let me show you the state graph as well. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this particular file, and here is what? Here is my state graph. Okay, this one. So state graph basically it required this graph itself, and I will let you know how to pass the argument to this state graph. I kept one solution using this state graph, and going forward, we are going to solve each and everything. We are going to create our graph using this state graph only. Okay, I hope this thing is clear. Now, let's start with the coding part, guys. So guys, first let's create an object of this graph, and then one by one I will try to add the node and edges. So here, guys, I'm going to create an object of this graph, and this is my object. I will be creating a different workflow, like more than workflow, as I shown you previously in my blackboard. So that's why I kept the name of this workflow 1. Okay, got it. Now what I'm doing, let me create an object of it, and then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add the function. Okay, let me explain you about it. So here, guys, this is my function. Okay, this function 1. This is the name of the function. It's a custom name. You can keep any sort of a name. I'm just keeping the function 1 itself, but you can write any name. Okay, that I will show you going forward. Now here, like we are going to add the node. So as I told you, this node is nothing. It's a function itself. It's a functionality itself, which we are going to add on inside the workflow. Okay, so workflow dot add node, and here is what? Here is a function. Got it? Now, after adding this function, so here what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add the next workflow. So this is my workflow 2. Okay, sorry, this is my next function inside the same workflow, not workflow 2, guys. It's a next function inside the same workflow. Okay, so here is what? Here's my function 2. Now after this one, what I'll be doing, I'll be adding the edges. Okay, so edges from where to where? Edges from function 1 to function 2. Getting my point? It's a simple edges. Simple edges means whatever we are getting from the function 1, we are passing, simply we are passing to the function 2. That's the meaning of the normal edges. Okay, then guys, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add the I'm going to set the entry point from where my execution is going to be start. So my execution is going to be start from function 1. So here's my function 1. Then here's what, here basically let me set the finish point as well. So where my execution is going to be end, my execution is going to be add on function 2. I hope this is clear to all of you. Now, what I will be doing, so here I'm going to compile my graph. So here I just need to call this workflow.compile. Let me check what is the issue. So function 2 is not reachable. What is a issue over here? Function 2. This is my function 2. Great, great, great. Let me execute it one more time. This type of issues we might get. So yeah, now it is working fine. So guys, here what I have to do here, guys, I have to visualize the graph, so that you can understand the complete process. And this is a simple method for visualizing the graph. Okay, so here's my graph. So the graph is going to be start from here. This is the start node. It's a by default node. Start node means what? Input. Whatever input we are passing, it will be going through the start node. It's the by default only. Then here is a function 1. This is my custom function, this function which I written. Okay, and here's my function 2, this one. Got it? So this is the function 2 which I have written over here. You can pause the video and you can look into the function. Then guys, after this one, what I'm going to do, so here I created this particular workflow. Now I have to execute this workflow. So for executing this workflow, I'm just invoking it with a simple message. And here's my message. Hi, this is Sunny. So guys, let's see what I will be getting as output. So I'm getting output. Hi, this is Sunny from first function and Savita from the second function. Now what is happening, So guys, let me explain you this part. If you will look into this, function, so this function is returning this particular output. Okay, this function. Now here, let me show you this one. Okay, this one. Now this output, basically it is going inside this function. And okay, let me explain one more time. So this function 1 is returning this particular output. Got it? And this output is going inside this particular function. Okay, this input too. And we are concatenating. Understood? This is my node 1. This is my node 2. And in between we have a relation. Relation is what? The simple relation. Whatever input I will be getting from the function 1, I will simply take that. Okay. Now, so I hope this thing is clear to all of you now. Well, you can like call a different function and you can understand this particular workflow. Now here I have to explain you one more thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to like add on one more function over here. Let me show you one more scenario. The scenario is going to be very easy, but before that, here let me explain you this streaming output as well. So we have one more method, the stream method, which I can simply call on top of the on top of the application itself. So app1 dot stream, and here I'm passing my input. This is my input. So let me keep this input inside the variable. So here I'm going to keep a variable inside this variable itself, input. Okay, so here's a variable. Now let me run it. Let me execute it. And then what I'm doing, so here guys, app.stream, so it will give me an output. This output, I will be calling this item on top of this output. So I'm getting key and the value. Okay, so the key is nothing, key is a node name, and value is nothing, value is the value associated with that particular node. Okay, so here let me show you. So guys, see, here is the output from the function 1. Hi, this is Sunny from function 1. And here is the output from the function 2. So see, hi, this is Sunny from first function and Savita from the second function. So node wise it is giving me output. So there's the output from the first node. Okay, there's the output for the first node. Now what is the output of the second node? So whatever input is coming from the first node and the rest of the string. I hope this is clear to all of you now. Let me show you one more scenario, and this scenario is going to be very, very easy. And I encountered this scenario, that's why I kept it over here. So see, I am going to append one more function over here, not inside this workflow. Separately, I'm going to create it. Okay. So function 3, and here whatever input I will be passing means whatever input I'm giving, it will return to that particular input. Now this particular function I'm calling from where, I'm just calling it from the function 2. Okay. So here what I'm doing, I'm just calling this particular function 3 from this function 2. Now see, this function actually, I'm not going to append inside the workflow. Okay. This is a separate entity, separate function. But this function actually we can call it from the workflow. Means, let me explain you this part. See what I'm trying to explain you over the blackboard. I can do that. Here is my node 1, node 1. Here is my node 2. Okay, node 2. Node 1 is what? Node 1 is a function 1. So here node 1 is a function 1. Node 2 is what? Node 2 is the function 2. Okay. Now this thing is inside the workflow. Got it? But let's say guys here, uh, I want to create a separate function. Let's say this function 3 apart from this workflow. Okay. I created it. It's a separate function. Now guys, if I want to call this function from any of them, maybe from function 2, from function 1, can I do it? Can I do it? Yes, we can do it. It's not necessary that we are going to keep this particular function inside the workflow itself. I can do it. I can keep it. But let's say directly I'm not going to keep this particular function inside the workflow, inside the node 1 and node 2 workflow. I created this function as a separate entity. Can I call this function from anywhere, from function 2 or function 1? Yes, we can do it. So what is the conclusion? So we can call any external function also from anywhere, from either from function 1 or from function 2, right? Now, I hope this is clear. So let me show you the output as well. So this is my output, which I will be getting from the function 3. And now I'm going to change the return statement. So this is going to be my return statement, guys. Here I can keep it. So here is the input 2, which is coming directly from here. This is the output which I'm getting from the function 3, and this is the rest of the message. Now let me execute it, and here what I'm going to do, again I'm going to create my graph because that will be required. Again I will have to compile it. So this is fine. My workflow is same. I'm just calling one external function. Okay. Now here is my here is what? Here is my invoke. So see what I'm getting. Hi, this is Sunny from first function. This is function 2 in between, and Savita from the second function. Okay. So let me change the message over here. This is function 3. Just a second. Great. Now I hope this is clear, and yeah, now it is perfect. So if I'm going to invoke it, now I'm getting this particular output. Hi, this is Sunny from the function first. This is the function 3 in between, and Savita from the second function. Now, if you want to like stream the output, you can stream the output very, very easily, and this is your output. Understood, guys? Yes or no? So I hope everything is getting clear to all of you. Now, let me show you a couple of more scenario, guys. So now guys, let's create a workflow using the LLM. So here I'm going to import my LLM. Here I'm going to import this Google Gemini. It is free. That's why I'm using it. I can use any sort of a model, any other model from anywhere. Now I'm invoking it. It is working fine. So guys, if I want to use this LLM inside the workflow, so I will have to keep it inside the function. And this function later on I can convert into the tool and all. So that part also I will explain you in my upcoming videos. Okay. Just stick with me, guys. If you haven't subscribed the channel, please go and subscribe. Okay. So here now what I can do here, I can keep one more function, def function 1. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me use this particular LLM over here. So previously I was using the Grok, but now I'm using this Google Gemini. Okay, this is my first function, guys, where I'm using the LLM. And here, guys, what I'm doing, I'm going to create a second function as well. Now inside the second function, I am going to be I'm going to write a logic. So whatever input will get to this particular function, I'm just going to be converting to the uppercase. That's it. Now here I'm going to create a graph. So let me create a next workflow. So before that, let me execute this part. So here is a function 1, here is a function 2, and here is a workflow, guys. So this is my workflow. Now what I can do, I can simply add my nodes. Nodes means what? Function. So this is my like first function, which is LLM. Okay, I'm giving the custom name now. So now what I'm doing, I'm just going to be take a second function. I written the code already in my notepad. I'm just going to be copy and paste just to save the time. Otherwise, I can write it also. So here is what here's my second node, okay, which is a method, okay, this one, and the name, what name I'm writing. So the name I'm giving, which is a upper string, okay. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Now let's do one thing. Let's execute it. Great. Now, let me do one thing, guys. Let me create a edges. So here is a edge, guys. Just look over here. So from LLM to upper string. So whatever in output I will be getting from the LLM, that output I'll be passing as an input to the upper string. Okay. Now, after this one, guys, I'm going to set the entry point at the existing at the finish point. Okay. So LLM is the entry point and update is string, upper string is a finish point. So here, I hope this is also clear. Now, let me create a workflow over here. So here, sorry, let me compile the workflow. So this is my compile method. And then let me visualize this particular uh, workflow. Okay. So for visualizing the workflow, here we just need to call this particular code. So here I can call this code using this app two. Now let me write this app two over here and see, guys. So first, like I will get an input. This input will be going through the LLM. Whatever question will ask, based on that LLM will generate an answer, and that answer will go into the upper string. That means it will convert the all the character into the uppercase. That's it. Now here, what I can do, I can ask any sort of a thing to my model. So this is a question, guys. What is the name of the Indian Prime Minister? So here you can see what I'm getting. I'm getting Jawaharlal Nehru and all the thing in the uppercase. Okay. Now I can ask any sort of a question, and here I can ask about the generative AI itself. So what is Gen AI? Explain in detail. As simple as that. Okay. So here, I think this is perfect. Let's see what is my answer. So guys, let's look at the answer over here. The answer is going to be this one. See, and everything is coming in the uppercase. If you want to see it, so what you can do, you can keep it inside the print statement. Now here, let me keep this thing inside the print statement. Okay, and here, uh, you can see, guys, I'm getting my output, and every word will be in a upper character. Okay, every character basically. So see, guys, here. I hope this is clear to all of you now. If you want to stream this particular output, you can do that. For streaming, guys, I have to take a same code from here. Let me copy the streaming code, this one, and what I can do, I can keep this app2 over here. So app2 dot stream, and here I am passing my input. Okay, input is going to be my question. So let's take this as a question. Okay, it's a small question. So here, let me keep it over here. Now, I'm going to keep this particular thing inside the variable input. Now, let me stream it. Stream means it will generate a like it will show me the input and output. Sorry, it will show me the output from both node. So this is the output from the LLM Jawaharlal Nehru, and this is the output from the upper string, means in the uppercase. Got it? Great. Now, here, guys, let's say if I want to create my own token counter. So here, let's create let's create our own our own our own token counter. So this token counter, guys, is going to be with respect to the output. So let's create our own output output token counter. Fine, guys. So for that, what we'll have to do, we'll have to create a different function. So here, guys, I already created a function for all of you. See, guys, what I'm doing, whatever input I'll be getting from the LLM, I'm just going to be split it, and then I'm taking a length of it, and finally I'm representing the token number. Okay, so let's try to create a workflow using this particular function. And here what I'm going to do, here I'm going to create my graph. Okay, here is my function, LLM function. Here is my token counter, okay, which I'm going to add inside the net different workflow. And here is what, here is my LLM and then token counter. Okay, this is my edge, this one. Now I'm going to set the entry point and finish point, and this is my compilation. Now, guys, this thing is a self-explanatory thing. I don't need to explain you this particular thing now. So here, what I can do, I can ask any sort of a question. And if you want to visualize it, guys, simply you can visualize this particular graph as well. So see, here is my LLM and token counter. Now, whatever question I will provide, so whatever question I will provide to my LLM, so here is a question. What is the name of the first Indian Prime Minister? Now it will give me the tokens, the output tokens. Okay. So total number of token is 2. Now let's say if I'm going to ask any other question. So here let's try to ask this particular question and we'll see what is going to be my token numbers. So here guys, simply I can ask this question. Okay. And let's look into the token number. Maybe the token number will be little huge if I'm going to invoke this particular application, this app 3. So let's look into the output. Okay, so the token number is 474 because here I written, give me the answer in the detail. So guys, I hope you understood all these three graph. It was the initial practice. Okay, it was the initial graph. Now in the next video, we'll be creating this advanced graph level 3 and level 4. So inside the level 3, I'll be appending the rag tool, and inside the level 4, we'll try to create a basically complex graph, and then I will come to the multi-agentic system once this basic will be clear. Okay. Now what is the advantage of this lag graph, guys? See here, you can see how robust this is. Okay, how robust this is means I can see here, just look over here. I created a LLM, this particular LLM as a function. Now I can use this LLM anywhere inside any workflow. I can create as many as workflow. Getting my point? So using this LLM, I can create a simple chatbot also. True. I'm just passing the input and it is giving me output. This is the first thing. Or I can create a this kind of functionality where I'm giving an input, it is giving me into the uppercase or lower case or whatever thing, token counter or anything. Means any kind of manipulation we can do, any kind of functionality we can append over here. And that's the beauty of the LangGraph. That's why it is going to be very much popular and it is required inside the industry. Okay. So fine guys, this is it for this particular video. Now I will meet you in the next video. Until, thank you. Bye bye. Take care.